Good evening, Ohio. James Ernest of the Grueling Truth Radio Network here with the FTW Champion, Brian Cage. Brian, thank you for joining us today.
Hey, not a problem, man. Looking forward to the big deal that's going on this weekend, man. The show, the expo, the whole 9 yards.
Oh, it's going to be a huge event. I mean, top-notch, top-quality wrestlers from all around the world. Of course, you and AEW, MLW, and Impact. I mean, all kinds of great wrestlers coming together to see matches that you might not normally see anywhere else.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, man. I feel a little bit displeased that this is happening. And then amongst the expo show, couldn't help. Let me get right to it. I popped huge for the bench press and the body competition as well. I politicked right away to be the judge for the bodybuilding aspect shows. I'm like, I gotta be there for that for sure.
That is awesome. I was going to say, who would be a better judge than you of physical fight?
Well, that's what I'm saying. You know, there's this. I'll throw this out there. There's this unofficial list. So we put together for like the body guy list and AEW. And, I'll just go ahead to put me in the Master League as number one. But regardless, I'm not even worried about myself. I'm like, whoa. What was the criteria for everybody else's positioning? Because I feel like I should have partaken in that to have placed people in correct position and order. So I feel like, not only being like hailed as one of the better, if not the best body guy today, I think I also should know a thing or two about that, so I could be able to put people in the proper positions, if you will, based on their overall stature and physique.
Exactly. That's the reason why you're the perfect judge for it, because it wouldn't be fair to have you win the competition.
Oh, that's what I was thinking too, right? I was like, all right. It's like, you can't have a pro into the amateur contest. I'm not to, throw shit at somebody, but I guess we could look at that. But yeah, no, I was psyched for that. I'm like, oh man, there's actually like a couple different events going on throughout the day rather than just shows, just a wrestling show and just meet and greet. There's like a number of things happening on Saturday, so it makes it more of an overall fun time for everyone.
So the way I understand it, you have grown up as a professional wrestling fan.
Yeah, since I was 5.
Excellent. So what got you started? What really, who did you connect with that you saw on the TV or saw live that made you want to be a professional wrestler?
Well, as a kid, I asked this question numerous times. Like everyone, like Savage and Warrior and Hogan, as a kid. But it was Sean and Razor Ramon that I really connected with at around the age of 10 that made me really want to be a pro wrestler.
Tell us about the impact Chris Kanyon had on you.
Well, the latter two I just mentioned who really had an effect on me, who made me want to be a wrestler, but Kanyon was a huge influence. No, status. My daughter's about to ring someone's doorbell. But Kanyon had a huge influence on me, not only his style was really well, like back in the day when I was back to wrestling in junior high, his style and all his innovative offense stuck out to me so much, and I wanted to emulate him in the ring. So I went from Sean and Ray to me making me want to be a wrestler to Kenny amongst the other two Christians, Juan and Jericho. I was cool to emulate me. So I thought I would be the perfect wrestler.
So the way I understand it, he ended up coaching you up. He was your trainer. Is that correct?
So I befriended Kenyon back in, when I first met him, he gave me the Who Bet an Austin shirt on the Austin Appreciation Night of Raw back in 2001, I believe it was. Mm-hmm. And long story short, we visited down the road, being friends, and he knew I wanted to be a wrestler, and I got to wrestle him twice in my hometown in an old promotion next to run called Main Event Wrestling Federation, and then he helped me get into Deep South, and before that, uncontracted, which ultimately led to me getting an opportunity, which led to me getting signed to WWE. But yes, before that, he helped me out and trained me, and I give a lot of credit to him as far as his I guess, lack of a better term, coaching and opportunity he gave me, and just really opened a lot of doors that led to me to kind of get to where I am today.
And speaking of where you are today in AEW, what's the FTW Championship mean to you?
Well, everyone acts like it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything because A was just gifted and because it's not officially ranked to look like AEW. Matter of fact, some some top AEW stars. They've been talking some crap on it, but you know what? It is a title that's still highly recognized by fans throughout, and I know it means the world to Taz, and for Taz to bring it back and give it to me, he wasn't doing that just to make a cold night on TV. So I think it's overlooked and underappreciated by many in the locker room, but I think a lot of the fans don't feel that way, and unfortunately, I just haven't had the opportunity too much with it, which is a little bit of a bummer. But I'm stoked to have it, and it gives me something to hold on to, and it's a nice accomplishment to add onto my stacked resume. So hopefully going forward, we'll get more going on with it. I know there's some stuff in the works, so we'll see how it turns out.
Now, I'm not calling him past his prime, but obviously he passed his time in the ring. So when I say that Taz is the past, you're the present, and do you feel Rick Starks is the future?
I guess you could, for like you said, for lack of a better term, that could be. No, Skyler. That could be the better term to say. The past. It's going to be the past, present, future. That it would be.
How old is she?
2.5.
Oh. Cool.
No, we're walking around outside, and she likes dogs, and that dog was going to her head just to say it clearly. So,
oh, cool.
To evade me from stomping on a dog's head, I had to say her.
So what are your thoughts on this big event this weekend, the Independent Wrestling Expo? I mean, you've got one or two matches.
As of right now, I have one. I know it was tentatively slated for possibly a second. I will be there the first night, so card always subject to change. So be there just in case. You don't know what may or may not happen. And then for sure Saturday, it's me and Sam Adonis, which is long in the making. Rex has some heat too because he made his name in Female Alpha War and the Trump stuff. A lot of people started giving him grief and tagging me for doing it, years prior in AAA before Trump was president. And it's whatever. I know a lot of people like repeat certain gimmicks, and and you can use that as kind of just the normal American in Mexico or Russian in America or whatever else, kind of a generic heel gimmick. But the fact that he tried to no-sell it, like he had no idea that I did that, or who I was like, this guy right here, he's so full of it. So that kind of started the heat and a little bit of back and forth between him and I and others on Twitter. And then I think the kind of mic drop at the end of it all, which we let to never get a chance to face each other. It almost happened a few times. But I was like, you know what, I kind of gave up on it. I go, you know what the difference is between you and I? I was like, you need that gimmick to get over. I don't. Go ahead. It's all yours. So that's where we kind of left it. And then now here we are. And he's finally going to get to step foot in the ring with Cage, and he's going to find out that it's not just about a Trump shirt. So I'm a legit machine, and I'm going to go out there and get my shit in on the spotlight, have a match of the night, and he's going to find out the questions. I keep saying to everyone that who's better than Cage is nobody.
Exactly. So before we let you go, of course, I'm going to mention to our listeners that they can get their tickets at it's going to be on Fight TV where they can watch the event. Any other things that they should know about this big event before we let you go, Brian?
I mean, I would say it's going to be the biggest event so far in 2020. I mean, from any company. And the fact that, like I said, they have a super stacked card Friday and Saturday, tons of talent from all over. And like I said, you don't normally get to see certain matchups. And then just the fact that they have some sort of fan expo type of experience with plenty of things. Like I said, the bitch fest contest, the best female and best male bodies. I know a couple different Q&As, seminars, yada, yada, yada. I mean, it's a really stacked experience overall. And again, I'm super stoked and equally surprised that that's happening. It's almost still in disbelief. Like, oh wow, this is really happening this weekend. After everything we've gone through, it'll be a nice, pleasant change of pace, and hopefully a small step towards normalcy.
I agree with you. It sounds like a great plan. Be able to get things back to normal. Be able to have the fans in the stands cheering for you or cheering against you. It just depends on how the fans are feeling that night. And
it's just the fact that we have fans is what really matters.
Exactly. I agree with you 100%. So before we let you go, where can our fans learn about you on social media and the web?
You got Brian Cage on Instagram, Mr. GMSI_B Cage on Twitter, and of course you get your Brian Cage merchandise at prowrestlingtees.com/Brian Cage.
Excellent. Thank you for joining us, Brian.
No worries, man. Thank you.